if you do the way they're going to probably do this, you don't just have 14 teams in this playoff. You basically have 22 because your sixth place team in the SEC or the Big Ten have got a chance to get in this. It's basically a play-in. The same way what we're seeing right now in men's basketball with all the conference tournaments, everybody has a shot. They want to expand that thing too. It's like we already have a 356 team, whatever tournament. It's just they're playing the Horizon League and the Summit League now, right? Like you can lose all your games and still get into March Madness. You just win your conference tournament. So we already have the play-in. We don't need more play-in. We're having play-ins to get the play-ins. Sometimes I struggle.
I'm with you.
Like,
look,
can we just, oh my God.
Pump the brakes. So we need to pump the brakes a little bit. I don't think the SEC is going to the semifinal play-in. I think that there will be a lot of resistance to that. Other leagues that are a little bit on the desperate side might need to go to something that kind of gimmicky. I could be wrong. I know people disagree.
I don't agree with Mike.
That's okay. That's okay.
I think because you got to solve the scheduling issue in the SEC, and it's impossible to do it.
And the Big Ten. I mean,
yeah.
Unless
you're going back to divisions, But
if we go to, here's what I do believe, we are going to go to 4 automatic bids for the SEC and Big Ten, whether it's right or wrong or indifferent. That's going to happen. So that means if there is a scheduling imbalance, which I don't care what you do, there's always going to be a scheduling imbalance. There's no perfect way to do this, where some years Oklahoma is just going to have a much more difficult schedule than Texas. That's just going to happen. But it's up to smart people in a committee room, and again, using something like a net ranking as a guide, to be able to determine the 2 teams that don't meet in Atlanta are qualified for those other 2 automatic bids to make it to the playoff. I don't think that's that hard.
I just don't think it's going to be – I just don't think it can be your top 4 in your standings if you're going to do one big division 1 through 18 and 16.
No, I'm not saying standings. I'm saying the committee –
Yeah. You want to pick it out large and use computers, that's fine with me too.
The committee has to be able to say, this team that went 5-3 in the SEC is better than this team that went 6-2 in the SEC based on strength of schedule, quality wins, bad losses. You have to be able to do that. We do it in basketball every year. Why can't we do it in college football? Is that difficult?
Well, and I think, one of the problems is we've not heard, it's not a great idea when no one's standing up saying this is what we should do. Okay.
Right.
So it's like, this has been leaked out. We might do this, but you don't hear anything. So we have Tony Petitti of the Big Ten, and perhaps he's got the best explanation on why this should be done beyond the committee isn't good. I think that's a straw man. But Tony Petitti comes from baseball. So I think it's fair or not, it's reasonable for us to wonder how much did the Major League Baseball's background influence his thinking, okay? Maybe it's not at all. Maybe it's all the way. But we haven't heard enough to say one way or the other. So I think it's fair to say, okay, he's coming from baseball. Well, in baseball, the record is all that matters. But you play 162 games.
Yeah.
We have 134 teams playing 12 games. And we have the schedules are not even like the NFL where they're a little bit more dispersed and you have interplay. So there's really there's no good way to do this. There's no perfect way to do this.
Right.
And that would be my thing. I get there's always going to be someone upset. There's going to be some arguments. But at the end of the day, if you have 13 people and you improve the process and you get it as good as you can get, and someone's got to sit there at the end and say, this is like a coin flip. We're going this way. I'm not going to scream and pout. I'm going to say it's not a flaw. It's not a bug. It's a feature of the sport.